you are ready for what's going to be revealed. We entered Scorpio season yesterday, and we are heading into a super full moon within the next week or so. And I wanted to talk to you about what's going on spiritually and what the undercurrent is that people are experiencing right now, because I've gotten a lot of texts and phone calls from people saying that they feel really crazy, overwhelmed. The undercurrent is basically, I think everyone's feeling out of sorts because they can feel that something's going to happen, but they don't know what it is. And anytime we feel that on a subconscious level, we may not even be aware that we're feeling it, but it tends to kick up those sort of worried, anxious, sleepless energies. So the Scorpio season is typically a pretty emotional couple of weeks. Scorpio is a deep water sign, so it tends to kick up a lot of darkness. And darkness just meaning things you don't like about yourself, things you don't like about other people. There's a lot of people who are saying that this is the time of year when evil rises, which I don't feel that way. I don't think there's anything that I would call evil about this situation, but there are a lot of people who will feel like whatever's happening shouldn't be happening, or whatever's happening is something they don't want to happen. We have to, more than anything right now, in the middle of all of this, we have to remind ourselves that it is better to trust everything that's happening as it's happening than to tell ourselves a story about how wrong it is. Because it's going to happen regardless of whether any of us think it's right or wrong or good or bad. The only thing I can tell you for sure is that things will be revealed. And as we start to experience these revelations, and this is going to go on from now until the end of the year, as we start to experience these revelations, as we start to see things differently, as we start to realize who is for us and who is not for us, or what is good for us and what is not good for us, it's important to keep in mind that that's all it's meant to be. That's when any situation comes up and you don't like it or you don't agree with it, all that is information. It's just trying to show you what you believe in, what you like and what you don't like, what you want and what you don't want. And that's really it. We always have this tendency to believe that the things that are happening in the world are meant to hurt us, or that someone's trying to hurt us. And that kind of thinking is really going to put you in a bad way. Because it's not true, first of all. It puts you in a place of disempowerment, and it puts you in a place where you're constantly worried and afraid and trying to protect yourself, when really, again, you should just be looking at it as, oh, I see something I don't like, or I don't agree with, or I don't believe in, and I don't really want to live in a world where, you know, people do those things or whatever. You have to be careful of the story you tell yourself when things are revealed, because the story is what causes you anxiety and fear. It's only the story. What's actually happening always leads us to our highest good, no matter how it looks in the moment. And we have to trust that. Think back to things that have happened in your life that you didn't want to happen. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you lost a relationship. Maybe somebody walked out on you. Maybe you didn't get something that you thought you really wanted. Think about all those situations and pay attention to what happened after them. Did you allow yourself to let go of that story, or are you still living it? Most of us are still living in our stories, and that's really what's causing us the emotional pain. So again, as these things start to happen on this planet, again, there are things being revealed that have to be revealed. There are things that are happening that have to happen in order for us to get to the next phase of our evolution. So whether you're on board or not, whether you agree with it or not, doesn't matter. So for your own well-being, the best thing to do is to just trust that everything, no matter how it looks on the surface, is happening to lead you to your highest good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.